So what is this 84% rule? It is something that for every trader needs to know. Now, if you don't know what it is, well, basically it's a technique or a strategy that you use that give you an 84% success rate. If you do it enough times, and with that 84% success rate, you could double your money in a year just using this strategy. Okay, so now if you don't know what it is, I'm going to go to my computer and I'm going to demonstrate what that is. So without further ado, let's go to my computer. Okay, here's my computer screen, as you can see, and I'll be using AMD as the ticker that I'm going to demonstrate the 84% rule. Now, before I can explain what that is, let me explain this a strategy. Okay, well, what is the 84% rule strategy? Well, as you can see on the screen, a stock would move up and down throughout the day. Okay, now I chose AMD is because it has a lot of movement on yesterday. So as you can see, it started out and going up and down and up and down, and then consolidated here, and then went up again and down and up. So as we all know, that stocks are unpredictable and you don't know exactly how it's going to go, but before you apply this strategy, you need to know and have done your research, and you need to have a conviction or an idea that where the stock is going. Okay, now this 84% rule does not mean you just buy a stock and then you're going to be successful 84% of the time. That's not what it means. Okay, I'll explain what it means in a little bit later, but right now let's talk about the strategy and how we use it. Okay, now what this strategy is used for is pretty much or strictly using it for poor executions. Okay, like nobody can be 100% perfect in executions. I don't care how good you are or how many years you've been trading, you're gonna have some poor executions. Okay, and that's either new traders or experienced traders, including myself. I make poor executions as well. Now, I do have an idea and did my research and know where the stock is going, right, and the trend and all that, but when you execute your trade, you can also make mistakes and have poor executions. Okay, so now let me give you an example. Okay, so let's say you're seeing a stock going down. Okay, let's say that it's going down in this direction, and then you see a green candle, and then this red candle is higher low and higher high, and you say, oh, okay, so it's on the moving up trend, and that's going to be a green candle again, and higher low, higher high. Wow, what do? We would hop on, right, and catch the trend or the momentum. So let's say, actually let me change that. I'm going to draw a line on here. I'm going to use a rectangle as an entry. Let's say that you enter right here. Okay, just an example. It's not that you have to enter here. I'm just giving you an example. Okay, let's say that's your entry, and of course we also use risk management. So what does that mean? That means that we will place a stop loss, right? Let's say the stop loss is right here. Okay, so you place a stop loss. Now, when you enter and then it changes direction, it's going down and it hit your stop loss, and you're out of the trade. Now, what do most new traders do? They give up. They said, okay, well, I made a wrong entry. I made a wrong mistake. I made mistake. So that's it, right? I'm gonna sit back and kind of watch or see how it goes. And even for experienced traders, when you get stopped out, you just go, oh well, I guess I chose the wrong direction. That'll be it, right? And then you probably look for a different stock to get on, or you're gonna sit back and watch. Well, the strategy you're gonna use is, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go enter it again. This time around, you're gonna place the same buy order at the same price that you bought in earlier, okay? So let's say that you bought in again at this price, right here, okay? And this time, you're gonna place a stop buy order, meaning that it will not buy unless the stock would hit that price. So the stock is below that price. It can keep on going lower and lower and never come back, but you would never buy that stock, or you never get executed for the trade because the stock never go up and hit that price. Okay, and that is the strategy. Now, why do we do that? Well, first of all, when you place this stop buy order, you don't need to put a stop loss. Just place a stop buy order at that price and wait for the stock to come back up. Okay, because when you place the order on that price, you know that is the price that you want to buy for this stock. You have done your research, you have done your homework. Okay, it's just poor execution. It's just bad timing. You just bought in at the wrong time. Just poor execution. That's all it is. So you get stopped out right here. Well, that's okay. You place it here, and then look what happened. You get stopped out. It goes back up. Almost touched your buying price earlier. Consolidating right here, as you can see. And then it goes back up here, and then you get executed on your trade of buying in at the same price. And look what happened. It's going back up, all the way up, and there you make your profit. Okay, so even if you are buying put, it's the same thing, right? You see this going up, going down, right? You see this going down, and you thought, okay, it's going to go down. You buy a put, and you put a stop loss right here. It reverses, you get kicked out. And then you place another order right here, and it's dropping down to the same price, and you get executed on your buy order, and look what happened. All the way down. And you make profit from here to here, right? And that's on the reverse side. That's on the put side, or I shouldn't say on the short side, not the put side, the short side when you're shorting a stock. So it's the same thing, right? Whether you're shorting or you're going long, okay? And that is the 84% rule. Now, why is it called 84% rule? Well, basically, if you do this enough times, it has an 84% success rate, meaning 100 times of a stock that you buying in, already knowing or done your research and done your homework, knowing it's going up, or either up or down. When you're buying in, 84% of the time it will reverse and you will be successful. Okay, of course nothing is perfect, so that's why it's 16% that it's going to be the stock never comes back to your buy-in price, and basically you have chosen the wrong stock and the wrong direction. Basically it's just a bad trade overall, right? But if you do this enough times, the success rate is 84%. So that's why it's called 84% rule. Now, of course, it doesn't happen every day, right? but it could happen within a few days, or a week or whatever, right? Because you only have poor execution. Not every day you're gonna have poor executions, right? So whenever you have poor executions, and if you've done this 100 times, you'll be successful 84% of the time. And this alone, if you just apply this strategy, you will be able to double your money in a year. Okay? So instead of giving up, just say that, hey, it could hit my stop loss. Okay, fine, I give up. I look for a different trade. Or I wait for a different time and make a different trade. Then you'll be out. But if you do this, let's say that you buy the same amount every single time, you would be able to double that money that you're buying in a year at that 84% success rate. Okay? So that is the 84% rule. Now, maybe you've heard of this, or maybe you're not. Maybe you're a new trader, but this is something that potentially can help you if you're on the verge of making profit. Like if you're a new trader and you're like near making profit, this alone can move it into a profit zone for you. So hopefully this can help you, and it makes sense. Now you can comment below whether you have heard this before or know about this strategy, or if this is the first time you have heard of this strategy, and and you can tell me if you're gonna try this and see if it works, because it doesn't hurt to try. All you're doing is placing a stop buy order at the same price, because you already stop out, right? You already stop out, and you don't know if it's gonna keep on going down or if it's gonna reverse back up. Instead of watching and seeing and buying in and watching and say that, hey, maybe it's reversing up and you're buying it, it's going to keep on dropping, which you might end up with a loss, with a losing trade. Why not place a stop buy order at the same price you bought in before? Because if it doesn't come back up, doesn't matter, because it won't execute your trade anyway. And if it does come back up and it hits your buying price, it's going to be on the upswing and you're going to be in profit. It can also apply for short as well. So if it's you're shorting or going the other direction, you can apply the same rule. Okay. So comment below. See if this is if this is the first time you heard this strategy. And see if it's going to help you. Okay, and if you did try after watching my video and it did help you, by all means let me know in the comment below. I would love to know how it works out for you. Okay, so until my next video, I'll see you then. Bye for now.